Hi there, hope you're doing well today and welcome back to Valheim. Today, we're going to focus on upgrading my house here because it's getting a little bit small for all of this stuff at this point. But first, I want to get myself a bronze axe and a cultivator so I can log a little bit more responsibly. So, let's get to that. Now, I know I'm going to need a lot more bronze than I currently have, so I'm going to start off with some mining. Off to the Black Forest. Oh, a comment on the last video had a very good idea. I should cover this so I can actually just repair my stuff here. Might as well chop down some pine trees, get a little core wood too. This will help kill two birds with one stone. Cultivator and bronze pickaxe. I should consider making both of those. And of course all of the log pieces. I've never actually built with core wood before. I might have to do that this time. Make a logging camp or something. And now a shed. Is that enough? Yes. Nice. What are you? Okay, so I definitely have enough copper for one tool, but I'll need plenty more for another, so let's get to mining. You know, I'm not sure mining deep into the night like this is a great idea, but I'm gonna keep doing it regardless. This is the one thing that really kind of sucks about mining copper, in my opinion, is mining so deep into the world. 2 shamans. Okay. Maybe I should go to sleep. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to sleep, I think. That sounds like a good idea to me. I don't think this will be enough copper, but it's a start, I guess. Alright, let's load this guy up. And you have no fuel. I have no fuel. Oh, it's so much nicer in here. It's actually warm and cozy. Not scary and evil like outside. So I guess I'll just go to sleep and let this... Oh, never mind. Day 12. I could also actually start with the bronze pickaxe, so then getting metals would be easier. Might be a good investment. I'm not too sure though. You know what will be a good investment? I want to make some bronze nails and craft myself a cart. So then I can bring about 1 billion copper back instead of just like 20 at a time or whatever. There we go. I am going to need a path over there though. So I guess while this is going, I will work on that. Let's build a path. Oh my god, it's a birdie. Who are you? Who are you? More importantly, who do you think you are? Oh my god, he's picking me up. Stop! What is going on? You lunatic, leave. Oh my god. And we are here. Very nice. You can park it. Okay, you're just gonna roll. That's fine. This walk is so funny to me. It's so stupid looking. Okay, everything's pretty full, so I'm gonna head off to bed. Lucky 13. Oh my god, stuff. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So, I think what I'm gonna do right now is make the pickaxe and go mine a bunch more while everything's smelting down. That sounds like the best use of my time and resources currently. Okay, that should make my metal collecting a bit more efficient. Back to it. I need to actually level out some of these paths to make these slopes a bit better. And it's raining. Wonderful. It's already done raining? What? How does that work? Is it only raining in this biome? No. That's the fastest storm I've ever seen. Anyways, back to it. Uh-oh. Can I sneak this tin by you, sir? Nope, I can't. Okay, get it quick. I gotta get this and run. That was scary. I didn't like that one bit. Dude, look how dark that is. That is scary. I really need to clean up this path. My cart is exploding behind me constantly. Okay, copper and tin have been gotten. Got a little over a stack each. Pretty good. I do realize I am once again out of coal. That seems to be a very familiar theme. I really need that bronze axe. I'm gonna make that right now. There we go, bronze axe. Okay, I've got myself a bronze axe, which is the one thing that I really wanted. I need to chop a bunch of trees now because I need to get wood to constantly have this supplied. And I also want to upgrade my house. But first, of course, sleep. Day 14. 2 weeks in. Alright, it's time to get some wood. I'm gonna bring my cart with me. Oh, I think I can get birch now too. Yeah, I can make some fine wood stuff. Fine wood bow, and a bunch of furniture. That's going to be very nice, all that fine wood stuff. That gives me many more decoration options. Oh, and the portal. That's also very nice. Anyways, tree chopping time. Oh my days. You know, I think that should be enough. That better be enough. Oh, by the way, I made a second charcoal kiln to kind of speed up the charcoal cooking, as you can see. And actually, now that the coal is done, I'm going to swap it out for a second smelter, speed that up as well. The forest is moving, eh? I would say that was about equally as annoying as the last one. You know, they don't even give you good stuff, do they? I guess I've got a little bit extra wood and stone now? I don't know. Okay, well, I'll let that smelt throughout the night. I need to rest after that fight. Good God. Day 15. You know, I probably should have reloaded this thing, huh? Okay, how much more bronze can I make? Looks like I can make 11 more bronze, which I will shortly be doing. There we go. And that means that I can finally make the cultivator. Yes, very nice. I can plant carrots and trees back now. That's all I wanted. Now that I've got all my bronze tools, it's time to finally get back to house building. Let's get to it. My process usually starts with a very simple sketch of the floor plan. Something like this helps me get a feel for the layout before I fully commit to something I end up not really liking, which happens a lot. My build order is always floor, framing, roof, and the walls go last. The floor is pretty easy since I'm just translating directly from the sketch. After floors is the framing, and I've said it before, I know that framing takes a lot of extra wood, but it helps me visualize what things will look like without building the entire thing. It's also kind of immersive and just looks cool, so. Now I'm going to take a second to just destroy everything within this box that I won't be needing anymore. So most of it can go. Now I need to make the second floor so I can actually do the framing up there. There we go. Now I can finish up with the framing and move to the roof. So the bottom floor is 4 tiles tall. This one's just going to be 3 because the ceiling will be pitched and it'll make up for that difference. These little soffits I like to do are mighty expensive, but I think it looks really cool, so I always do it anyway. Anyways, that's the framing for the walls of the second story. I'm going to make a little balcony of sorts here so I don't have to jump down and back up just to see what the roof looks like. So, roof shape. This isn't something I'd considered very much, but I think I have a pretty good idea. Might take me a bit to work out how to do it, but I'm going to have a outward pitch like I did last time, and then I'm going to increase it to a higher angle like that. Now that feels way too tall for me, so I'm gonna figure out a way to shorten that. This is a very easy way I've learned to offset these tiles by half. Just put a cross down and then you snap to the center snapping point of the cross. And there's a half angle right there. And now I think this should be a much better intersection. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Now I'll just mirror that quickly. There we go. And now I should just be able to fill in this roof. This is something kind of interesting. If I just go straight up on the roof like this, it's going to leave a really big gap here. So what I can do is offset it by a tile and snap it to that. And that fills in a lot more of the gap. And that also creates a little bit more intrigue in the design of the roof. It adds a very slight pattern to it, which I like a lot. Now the question is, how do I connect these points to the ridge? This might require a bit of finagling. Because these are intersecting a little weirdly, it's not as easy as just snapping to one of these because it'll be offset. So I have to figure something out here. Much like I did with the slope on the front, I think I can use the center point of the cross to help me out here. That actually worked out really well. Now it's getting a little dark. I'm gonna sleep really quickly. Oh, that's right. I need a fire. Okay, let's head off to bed. Day 16, 4x4. I really like the look of the winding path going into the woods. That's kind of cool. Haven't really seen it from up here before. Anyway, this part could be a little tricky. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do this yet. But I have an idea. I think that works pretty well. It's a little bit weird looking from up here, but from down below, it actually just adds a little bit of detail that I think I really like. Here's how I did that. Pretty simple. I just snapped one of these outer corners to each of these sides. Just like that. And I think that does it for the roof. Let's go see how it looks from ground level. That looks really nice. I like the upward slopes at the tips there. That's really neat. And it's honestly a lot less intrusive than other roofs I've made. That's not too big of a mess to cover up. Might not even need to cover it up. Okay, next is walls, but first I'm going to repair all the green goo on my base. Okay, house has been de-gooed. Now it's time for the walls. This part, as I said, is pretty straightforward. Not really a whole lot to see here, honestly. Okay, so I have a couple holes in the wall still, but that's because I want to show off a few things. So here, I'm just going to use these slopes to fill in this space, and I'm going to try out a cross right there. Let's see what that looks like on the roof. It might be peeking through a bit. It is, but I think I quite like that actually. It adds just the tiniest bit of detail. It also makes a pretty interesting shape, maybe for a window. Like that. I think that's pretty cool. And of course I will be adding frames to these windows as well, because I'm me. There we go. That looks pretty cool. So for my doors, I like to use gates, and I'll show you why. When you use doors, what ends up happening is your camera clips on the top there, and I really don't like that. But when you use the wooden gate, none of that happens. Look at how smooth that is. So much better. And of course the last hole in my wall is where my cookery is going to go. And for this, since it's going to be in the house, I need a way to vent the smoke. So I'm going to use some of these shallow slopes here. And that's usually enough to keep all the smoke out. Now I want to add some sort of guard here. And I was initially thinking something like this, but that feels too high to me. So, once again, you'll learn I really like using these crosses. Build off of the center connection. And what that does is creates a nice low barrier that you can't walk over and isn't too high. And there we go. That is beautiful. What I like to do with this as well is use these wood walls like that. Creates a nice little archway. And then you can just put a little frame right there. Look at how nice that looks. Now, of course, I can move my fire inside and do my cooking indoors now, so I don't have to run in and out of my house to get me some food, which is, of course, very nice. So this roof needs to be adjusted just a bit now. I'm going to get rid of the overhang on it. and leave it just like that. I want this to feel like an addition to the house, and I feel like this does a good enough job at it. This side actually still needs a roof, and I am going to make this one a little fancy because I'll be seeing it and interacting with it a lot more than the other side. This side is even, so it won't intersect like how I want it to, but since it's flat, I can actually just put a cross on it like so. And there we go. That's that all finished up. Now, all of this stuff is a little bit too close to the house, so I'm going to push this back just a wee bit here. There we go. That clears out a lot more room for me, and I would say it looks a whole lot better too. I'll also put these beehives over on this side of my house now, so they're not right at my front door. And the forest is moving again. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to defend my home. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep now. And I'm actually gonna move my bed to its proper place now. I hope that this is close enough to a fire. Sorry it is so dark in here. Day 17. Although it could clearly use some work on the inside, I am very proud of how this house turned out. It looks very nice from the outside, and will look even cooler once I decorate my area a bit more. But for now, I'm gonna leave off here. Next episode, I think I'll start off by doing a bunch of the interior. Then I think I'm gonna start working towards getting a full set of bronze armor. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.